Welcome back everyone. My name is Shresh Sharma and today we are going to continue with the series on Python. So in the last video I forgot to tell you about how to download Python. You can simply search on Google Web and you can find download Python. So you can download from that. You can also download updated versions of Python like PyCharm, and PyCharm also has updated versions like Rodeo, Spider, um, like Wing and Idle, etc. So in the last video I worked on Spider, which is an updated version of Python. So in this video I'm going to tell you about the data types in Python. So the data types in Python are none, numerical, sequence and dictionary. Sequence contains list, tuple, set, string and range. So let us start with the numerical types. So the numerical contains four types of data, which are first is int, second is complex, third is float, and the last one is bool. So let's start with int. Okay, so I'm gonna type x is equal to 4. Okay, now type x. See, it has come class int. In the last video I explained you that int means integer. So let us change the value of x. Let's say x equals 4.56. Okay, now type x. I explained you about the type function in the last video also. Let's come class float. Oh, so what is float? Float means the type of decimal values. So let us start with the third value, which is complex. X equals 34 plus 5j. J means root minus 1. Okay, now I'm going to write type x and it's of class complex. It is the complex data. So now let us start with the fourth category, which is bool. I'm going to write b equals to 45, l equals to 67. Okay, so I'm going to change the value of x again, which is l is greater than b. Okay, so now I'm going to write type x. Okay, it is from class bool. Whichever shows comparison comes in the value of bool. So now we have finished the numerical data types. So now let's do something else. Now write x equals to 4.5. Okay, now I can write b is equal to int x. Now I'm going to type b. Okay, it has come class int. Oh, why has it come class int? Let us type b also. It is 4, but the number is 4.5. How has it come 4? Because the function int here means the first integer, which is 4, will be the value of b. Right? So you have understood. So let us begin with sequence. So let me write x equals with this brackets 34 and 67 and 89 and 200. Okay, like this. Type x. Okay, so Oh, it's come tuple. So a list which has come in this value in the curved brackets is known as tuple. Now let me change the value of x. Okay. Now let me choose another brackets. This curly brackets. Okay. Now the same values. I'm putting the same values. 789, 200. Okay. So now type x. Okay. It has come a set. Oh, but why it has come a set? As I have written the same values only, you can see 34, 34, 67, 67, 89, 89, 200, 200. The difference is it has curved brackets and it has curly brackets. Now let's change the value of x again. This brackets 34, 67, 89, 200. 200. It is same only. So now type x. It's come a list. So remember that the list given in this curved brackets is known as a tuple. In curly brackets it is known as a set, and in square brackets it is known as a list. Now then is string. I hope I don't need to tell you much about string, as you already know about string. I explained you that in the last video only. So let us do something else with these set, tuple and list. So let me type x in the square brackets. I can write 3. Now enter. It has come 200. Oh, but I have written x3. Why does come 200? So let me explain you this in MS Paint. Let us go over there. So we have reached there. Now let us do it. 34, 67, now 89, and 200. So this value would be 0, this would be 1, this would be 2, and this would be 3. Okay, so this is how it works in the list. Now let us go back to Python again. Now let's type x. Yes, here x square brackets 2 will come 89. So I hope you have understood that. So now let's type x. Let's type x square brackets minus 3. Here minus 3. And oh, it becomes 67. But x1 also is 67 and x3 is also 67. How is it possible? So let us go back to Paint again. Now we'll go from decreasing order. Like this value would be minus 1. This value would be minus 2. This value would be minus 3. And this value would be minus 4. So we have understood a lot about list, set and tuple. Now let us go back to the last value, which is range in the sequence. So let me take another variable uh, z. Okay, z. Now z is equal to range 9. Okay, it is range 9. Okay, so now let's print z 0 to 9. It comes 0 and 9. So if I have to write the numbers till 0 to 9, I can convert it into a list. Okay, so now range 9. Okay, now the brackets in the end, you can see the numbers that come 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, but why it has come 8? Because it needs only 9 values. As 0 is also included, 9 cannot be included. As you can see, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We require 9 values only. So if I write range 10, it will come range 10 only. And it will come 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can print values till 9. So now what will you do if you want to give the task to the computer to type all the even numbers till range 1 to 10? So what will you do now? We'll do list range 2 comma 10 comma 2. Okay, so I'm ending the brackets, and now the even numbers have come 2, 4, 6, 8. At the range were 2 to 10, the numbers have come between 2 and 10, even numbers. Now what is the requirement of this, the third 2? It is required so as to calculate the difference between, there's a difference between each number, like 4 and 2 difference 2, 6 and 4 difference 2, 6 and 8 difference 2. So this was sequence. Now let's move to the last data type, which is dictionary. Let me type D is equal to this. I can write, so now D is equal to bracket, let me say my name Shresht, and this comma this, my favorite number is 6. So now I can change, like you can write computer comma this, and let's write 4, and then comma again laptop, and I can write 7. Okay, so oh, there's an error. As you can see, I've corrected this. Enter. Oh, an error again. There's an error again, so I think I need to correct this and I can explain the rest over in the next video. Till then, bye bye.